Hi everyone, it's Rita. I haven't posted in a while. I'm sorry about that. I've just been really busy with a kind of a bunch of other stuff that's been really cool. And as I mentioned before, we started a documentary with the elements, and we're going to be filming towards the end of October. And so I'm excited about that. I don't know how you guys have been, but I've been in a space of stepping into my truth more and living very authentically. I think it's really empowering to us to do that. And I support your journey in that. I mean, I think that's been one of the things with COVID and whatever you want to call what's happening on the planet. I mean, it feels very chaotic to me, but I also know out of chaos comes more permanent changes. So sometimes we all go through that in different ways. And so I trust it all, even though sometimes I can get pulled down into rabbit holes. I have a sense, especially based on the documentary and the filming we're doing, that you know how they talk about how life is an illusion or this is a movie type thing that we're creating. I know we're master creators. I know that the earth is the most incredible place for souls to come to and experience. And I really, I trust all that. And I trust you feel that too, as infinite beings and, you know, master powerful creators. That's how I really see all the souls who came to earth. And the interplays between us, it's sort of something I think that we put into motion when we decided to come here. Not saying that everything was necessarily figured out per se, because I always think that there's choices. But okay, sorry to ramble. I've got the Akashic Records of this beautiful shell that I found in the water in Tahiti, and it used to be connected, and then in one of my moves, it separated, but it still fits perfectly. Except you can see it fits perfectly, right? But see the openings, you know? So I know that's how it, well, I'm assuming that's how it ate and breathed and stuff. So I did ask in my records what questions I should ask. So, and it was, I thanked it for letting me open its records a minute ago. So where do you come from? Wow. I am part of the infinite weave of creation of God, just like you. So cool. How old are you? Or is that a third dimension sort of question? I am as old as you. What does that mean? I asked, what does that mean, quietly, and I heard that I understand that answer. And I do. If you know, we're all of one. And that, I think what's happening on the planet is part of awakening us to that knowing. Because when we can love people that feel estranged from us, or people that we think have done horrible things or who would be judged as doing horrible things, and we can still love them as doing the best they can, it's part of loving ourselves that way. I'm hearing it's even more than that. It's the love of God, which is the love of self. It's beautiful. What would you like to share with us? We started to tell you earlier about this virus and COVID and what's happening on the planet. Right. And I stopped you because I wanted to video it for us to hear. So what would you like to share with us? Everything is created and born into complete perfection. Every blade of grass, every insect, every living and breathing thing and beyond that, what you can imagine as living and breathing. It's all connected. It's all out of source. What do we need to know about that? Trust your perfection. You went to a thought that you had about a share earlier around with Abraham and the word deserving. I did. So they want me to tell you the story about deserving. So I listened to a Theo meditation around empowerment couple years ago now, and they used the word deserve. And I could feel a vibrational thing in me because I was raised to feel like I had to do something in order to deserve something. And they're saying when you own your divinity, when you own your divine right, you will never feel that you have to do anything to deserve anything. The reflection of God, the imaging of God, that's part of your creation and everything's creation is in that energy of deserving all. And the sense of the more, that there is more to everything, is in that sense of deserving. So what else would you like to tell us? The best way to connect with the sense of deserving is to get out in nature, walk in nature, talk to the plants, talk to any animals that you see, and it'll open you in ways where you truly understand the sense of deserving and not from a place of having to do something to get it. Because when you're in that connected place with nature, the oneness is there, and the idea of the deserving of something having to do with anything that you have to have an action in order to deserve will just fade away, like dissipate. That's beautiful. What else do we need to know? It'll be a number of months before things get to a place where you can recognize them and feel your wholeness in the essence of who you are. Trust all of that. Trust the unfolding. Trust the awakenings that people will have inside them and how the planet is responding to those awakenings. And part of all of those awakenings, your friend, he said, who's very connected, said there'd be a place where you got back to a sense of normalcy, like this is a blip where you'll never remember it again, like it fades into the past, and that is not possible. So, but focusing on the things that feel good, focusing on the things that are important to you in your life, that you want to be experiencing more of, whether they're in existence in your environment or just something you want to experience in your environment, keep holding that space, because that is the space of creation, that feeling state, and it'll come to you. What else would you like to share with us? Your imagination is the only limitation you have in life. Every time I see this, I want it to talk like this. I thought I'd interject a little humor. So that other question I had was, when will the chaos end? And they already kind of said that with the changes we've all asked for. So if people want to take shell energy and they want to bring it into their home, or they want to hold on to it, what do you represent to us? What can we feel in you, in our field? It's reminding you, I'm reminding you of your essence. Everything came from the sea. It's why most people feel very connected to the sea. And water holds wisdom. It's mutable. It is programmable, which is a good thing and sometimes not a good thing, but it also means like you can program the water, you can talk to your water, and your water will respond to you in your cells, and you're mostly cells, so you're mostly water in your cells, so talk to yourself. You know, your body listens to yourself, and it's just like water. If you've ever seen the water crystal experiment that Dr. Emoto, he had people speak into the water like they were giving loving gestures to it, and then he froze it and he sliced it and he imaged it, and it was like these beautiful snowflakes. And then he had people talk to the water in very hate speech, and the crystals all imploded. Like they froze the water and then they cut it, and the crystals were all like, you know, like all not looking good. So everything responds to your feeling states and energy, and we're all connected. So talk to yourself like you would talk to water. See yourself whole. Think of yourself when you were like really happy and strong in your body, and just kind of own that. We're all finding different ways. I did want to mention, I found Weston Price. I had actually sourced some of these books in 2012. I took 12 boxes of books on health types of things to South Africa when I moved there. And I'm assuming they've been donated to somebody. It's kind of what I asked for when I didn't have them shipped back. But Weston Price was one of the books, and I never got into it. So I don't know, check out Weston Price. He was actually a dentist that was studying cultures and teeth back in the early 1900s before money got into medicine. And I think you'll really enjoy his work. I'm enjoying following a lot of things that he recommends. My body feels really good from it. So that's my indicator that I'm on a path that's energetically in alignment with me. Anyway, we're going to leave you now. Enjoy your day. I want you to see this. Maybe, I don't know, you can see it up close. I just asked it if it held a Tahitian shell, and it said, of course. Sorry. Yeah, he's a funny one. Anyway, all right. Blessings and love to you. I'll drop another message at some point and open something else. Let me know if there's the Akashic Records of something you want to open. I thought of something earlier today that I might open, and I'm going to have some more rocks from Sedona on my Etsy site. Some really cool ones with quartz in them, red rock with quartz in it. It's pretty hip, pretty cool. So anyway, great energy for your home. And they should be pretty inexpensive. I look forward to connecting with you. Right, let me know what else you want me to open the records of, and I will think of that thing that I thought of opening the records to earlier. Anyway, blessings and love to you. Take care. Bye now.